review of the Edgenuity lesson, Introduction to the Quadratic Formula. So for example 1, it says identify A, B, and C, then plug the values into the quadratic formula, but we don't need to simplify or solve. So the important thing is when you are figuring out what A, B, and C are, everything has to be on one side of the equal sign, and it has to equal 0. So if we were to have had, I'm just going to make something up over here. Something like this, you would have to subtract the 12 from both sides so that our equation equals 0. So 0 equals 3x squared plus 2x minus 12, like that. So everything has to be on the same side. We already have that. So A is the number that's in front of your x squared, B is the number in front of your plane x, and C is your constant, the one that has no variable attached to it. So our A is -3, our B is -2, and our C is 6. Okay, so the quadratic formula is -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. So all you have to do is plug your a, b, and c into their spots. This one says don't simplify. We're not solving it yet. That'll be in the next lesson. So what you should write, so this is negative b, so negative 2, plus or minus the square root of b, always use parentheses, squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. So for the quiz on this one, that's all you have to do. There is no actual solving yet. Example 2 said, what is the discriminant of the above, and how many and what type of solutions are there? So the discriminant, that's the part that's underneath the square root symbol here. b squared minus 4ac, that's what we're going to use. And if you get b squared minus 4ac, if you get a value greater than 0, there are 2 real solutions. If you get b squared minus 4ac and that's less than 0, so any type of negative, that would be no real solutions. And then last, if you get that it is exactly 0, then there's 1 real solution. All right, so for ours, we're going to go b squared minus 4 times a times c. If you struggle with negatives or the order of operations, what I suggest you do is leave the parentheses in there like I had and type it in your calculator exactly the way it looks. So parentheses -2 squared minus 4 parentheses -3 parentheses 6. So we got that our discriminant has a value of 76. So that's positive, greater than 0. So that means there are 2 real solutions here. Again, this is if it's positive, negative, equals 0.